Hi everyone, this is CVGS, I'm Dempster, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Vanguard Zero. Now this game has been in development for a while, but was recently released in Japan on 5th December 2019. With all the hype it has received, with Vanguard getting a proper mobile game, and the ability to relive the original anime in game form, Vanguard Zero... it's not a good game. First of all, let me just start with the presentation of the game itself. I'm not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. The game looks alright, but not as polished as I hoped it would be. The elements of the game not only don't go well together, they sometimes clashed with each other. The clips included in the game are so subpar that I'd rather watch the anime from official sources. The user interface, or UI, is all over the place. All the icons they came up with make the entire screen disorganized and unappealing to look at. The live 2D technology used in this game looks unrefined. Maybe the reason for this is because they use the anime style art for the characters, which doesn't do it justice. The lips don't sing to whatever they say too, just watch. As you can see, the mouth looks like it's just flapping instead of syncing properly with the audio that's playing. It's a pet peeve of mine, but it contributes to the overall presentation of the game. The gameplay, if you're familiar with the game mechanics of Vanguard, is quite different from the original game. The link to the official rules of the card game is in the description below, but I'll summarize the changes. First off, your deck is now 40 cards, with 13 cards of each grade and 1 grade 0 in your deck, which is your first Vanguard. Trigger effects are now assigned to your grade 3 units based on certain requirements. Grade 2s now act as taunts and must be retired before you can attack your opponent's Vanguard directly. During drive checks, instead of adding check cards to your hand, non-triggers go to the bottom of your deck and triggers go to the drop zone. When you perform a damage check, your Vanguard gains 5k shield in addition to any trigger you may get, which can only be given to your Vanguard. This is called a damage shield, and it sort of replaces the guarding aspect of the game. The only other guarding you can do is with a Sentinel unit, which is automatically used when your Vanguard is attacked and you're about to lose the game. Extra criticals can only be given to your Vanguard instead of any other unit. The rest of the triggers work the same way as the card game. Now I'm all for fresh new ideas and concepts, but the whole idea of having only grade 2s and sentinels to protect yourself makes you feel more naked than having brave levels of card in your hand. Vanguard Zero is even more of a luck-based game compared to the original, so there's a high chance that you can get screwed over even on the easiest difficulty, and you literally can't do anything about it. It all boils down to which deck can maintain a better field presence. I know their reason for changing the mechanic is to speed up the game in order to make it more mobile friendly, but I'm sure there are other ways to shorten the length of the game without changing the base game. For comparison's sake, we will reference Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links changed their game format by reducing their field count to 3 and their decks to 20 minimum cards. It makes Yu-Gi-Oh! A faster paced game compared to the original, with all the familiar shenanigans you know, love and hate from Yu-Gi-Oh! While Yu-Gi-Oh! Does not have to edit any card effects, Vanguard Zero had to update some of their card effects in order to suit the game design. One such example is Blazing Flare Dragon. The errata done for Vanguard Zero means players will need to relearn their skills, for better or for worse. Vanguard Zero's design choices aren't that bad, but there's certainly room for improvement before release. When you first start out the game and get your first deck, I'm sure all of you will be like, oh no, my deck sucks. But fear not, for there is a way to purchase your favorite cards via a Gacha system. In Vanguard Zero, the Gacha is like any other mobile game. You roll a pack of 6 cards and pray to Messiah that you get that delicious rainbow Vanguard circle. 99% of the time, you're not gonna get what you need to make your first custom deck. It's frustrating to not find your main clan's cards, but it also gives you the opportunity to try out other clans. The Gacha system does not need to follow the original releases to an extent, and instead introduce the players to a group of cards, like sorting the cards out by clan or even how commonly they are used in the past. This can help to diversify the game and people can focus on what playstyle they like. Having said that, this is still the first months of the game's release, so I will wait for subsequent releases before saying further. Now there is actually one thing I do like about Vanguard Zero, and that is the card crafting system. Unlike previous digital Vanguard games, you can craft cards you haven't owned yet. So if you've been throwing all your gems away trying to find that Maron and Galatine in the gacha like me, you can craft them right away here. But as for the cards that are rare or higher, you'll need special clan crystals that you can earn by defeating the characters in versus fight. The only problem here is that you earn a measly amount when you do beat them, and as you scale up the difficulty, you're limited to how many times you can fight them. Thankfully, you can just skip the fight altogether after you've already gotten 3 stars from beating them. But how is Leon supposed to get the gems he needs to craft Dragonite Overlord, which needs 100 of those gems? Ah! The story mode lets you experience the first season of the anime again in the eyes of each Q4 member. While the earlier stages are basically tutorial levels and are very easy to clear, it gets unfairly hard by the time you hit Rite 24. Even though it's prevalent throughout the game, it's very obvious in this particular fight with Gorky that the entire game on his end is rigged. You always go first. His first attack will always get a critical. On the turn he rides to Baskirk, he will always call Night Mist to serve as interceptors. His first attack as Baskirk will always get a critical. Even armed with that knowledge, it won't guarantee you a win all the time because your side of the field is still subjected to RNG. This isn't a Vanguard game. This is a puzzle game in disguise as a Vanguard game. This is an AI design! How is anybody supposed to progress through the game without throwing money? Oh. Welcome to Vanguard Zero, where your luck doesn't matter and the AI always wins. The sound department is not without its issues. Firstly, all the music in this game comes from the anime, which is familiar territory. Don't look at us. But they don't fit the overall mood correctly. Not to mention, changing music every time the turn is passed back and forth feels disorienting. The audio balance is quite off too, with some parts of the game being louder than the others. You don't just win the game, you win! The voice acting is alright. I mean, they're voiced by the original cast, so there's not much to say about them. The only thing original in this game is the opening theme song sung by Psychic Lever, which plays whenever you open up the game. It's not a bad song, in fact, I like it for how catchy it is. I would have thought it would be Daigo singing the theme song instead, since Bushiroad loves to use Daigo for their promotion. Maybe they ran out of budget. Vanguard Zero is more than just a card game. It also has another feature called My Room. Here, you can customize how you want your room to look like and who will be lurking in a room. Which is odd when you see Aichi stalking Misaki from one corner, and this is way creepier than all those Aichi Misaki fanfics. It's a nice thing to counteract the action of the card gameplay, but I feel that it only serves as fan service for the players. I mean, how does Kai even fight 40 players at once? Welcome to Vanguard Chef, starring your host, Aichi Sando, where the only thing we'll cook all day is curry. Lots and lots of curry. Overall, the game feels rushed despite all the development time it was given. But at the end of the day, we all gotta remember this. Vanguard Zero is, first and foremost, a mobile game. A game that is designed to try and suck out every single penny from you. I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoy some parts of the game here and there, but I'm still upset at how much potential this game could have had. And if you like this game, I say that's great, keep on playing. It's not a terrible game, it's just not meant for everyone. If you have the physical cards, you'll get a better kick playing it, while keeping this game as a side distraction while you're on your phone. Vanguard Zero gets an injured thumb out of 10. Just like an injured thumb, it hurts to see where all that development time went for a game like Vanguard Zero. It could have congealed into something worthy to stand up to a game like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. But on the outset, it may seem like it'll take a few patches and updates to perhaps see something worthwhile from Vanguard Zero. At least we can see an English release for a Vanguard game. Like, finally! What do you guys think about this game? Let us know in the comment section below whether you agree or disagree with us and tell us your reason why. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe to us for more CVGS content. Ring the bell on the side so you can be notified of all of our updates. At the same time, follow us on all of our socials. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And join us on Discord. We are there most nights so you can talk to us over there. So, with that said, thank you all very much for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!